più tra i farfalloni amoroso, notte e giorno d'intorno girano.
Today I am going to be coloring this drawing that I did of a character from my new children's book that I have a Kickstarter for. His name is Faithful. He's one of the characters in John Bunyan's The Pilgrim's Progress, and this is the character that I created based off the book for the children's book that my wife and I wrote. It's called The Pilgrim's Progress, A Poetic Journey. And you can find it in the Kickstarter link that is in the description of this post. So today I'm just going to be coloring him. I've got all my colors here. If you've seen the RefToons Facebook page lately, you'll see the characters that I've been posting. And so I've been posting the characters with their name and a short description about who they are as a character. And this is just another one of those characters. So this is Faithful. He travels with Christian. He joins him on his journey to the Celestial City. And he is actually from the city of Destruction, where Christian came from. So as Christian is on his journey, he sees that Faithful was on his journey as well to the Celestial City, having already lost his burden at the cross. I believe it's after the what are they called? After the mountains, what are they called? The Delectable Mountains. Sorry. After the Delectable Mountains, Christian runs into Faithful, who was another person from the City of Destruction, and together they journey. They make their way towards Vanity Fair, which is a city that was built simply to offer people the pleasures of the world, to forget about their sin and to forget about God, basically, and living for Him. And so they get to this city, and they are offered all these things from the world that are contrary to living a life in Christ, and they give in. Well, no, they don't give in. They don't give in, and they sorry, it's hard to talk while I'm concentrating here. They don't give in, and so they're arrested, and somehow Christian gets free, but Faithful is not so lucky, and as his name suggests, he is the faithful one, and so he is faithful to God in times of difficulty and in times of trial, and he is taken away and martyred. He's killed for his faith. So Faithful is one of many people that Christian runs across on his path. Comes across, not runs across. So I already drew Pliable. He's kind of the first guy that joins Christian on his journey. But Pliable, like his name, is very wishy-washy. He doesn't trust the sound words of Scripture. And so when he thinks that the Christian life is about just having your best life now, and everything's just easy peasy lemon squeezy, and once he hits hard times in the slough of despond, he decides that this life is not for him, and he decides to head back to his city of destruction. The place where he came from. So I'm using, these are Copic markers. Copic, I don't know how to pronounce it. But, so I use these when I'm coloring these pages. And I use this sheet of paper here to kind of test the colors that I'm blending. Trying to get this blue to be kind of grayish blue. So if any of you have read The Pilgrim's Progress, I'd love to hear who some of your favorite characters are, or some of your favorite moments from it. Just type those out in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on it. It has become one of my favorite stories recently. I remember reading the abridged version as a kid. And to me, that was more of just a nice adventure story. At the time, I didn't really see the Christian themes in it until I reread it as an adult recently. And I just fell in love with the story. And that's why my wife and I thought it would be a good idea to turn it into a children's book. So we wrote the story as a poem, as a rhyme, and so it's ends up with all like the extra pages and stuff. It ends up being like a 42-page children's book that we'd like to get printed in hardcover. And I have a link in the description to the Kickstarter for getting the book printed. And if you can't support us on Kickstarter, please share the Kickstarter. We want to get this book into your hands, and so this is one of the ways that we see that we can do that. Now I'm going over these colors that I did, and I'm adding some shadows in. So I just kind of figure the light's coming down from this direction, and that's what creates the shadows that I think work the best for these types of character poses. And so I'm using this darker purple. It's called Pale Blackberry, which I've never seen a blackberry that was that color. But I also I'll use this Pale Blackberry color to do the shadowing on the red as well. And so these colors will mix well with each other, which is nice. I didn't start using these types of markers until last year, and I've really enjoyed using these. Now for we'll use putty for the rope on his sleeping bag. There's knapsack. And what color should that be? I think I'll make it mint green. And then I'll do a blue for the shadow on that one, this one. These markers soak into the paper quite nicely. And the brush tip, well, it's not really a brush, but like the tip makes it feel like I'm working with a brush. Oh. I actually see, well, I'm wondering if I should have added part of his knapsack over here just to even it out a little bit. Maybe I'll do that. Grab my brush pen. And just add a little bit right there. And then I won't color that just yet. I'll wait till it dries. But I will continue on to the rest of the drawing. So actually I'm going to use a lighter color of gray first on these boots. Color them all in with this lighter color. And then I'll go over top with the darker color so that I can leave behind some of that lighter gray as a highlight. So if you're looking for, if you're at the store and you're looking at these Copic markers and you see that they're like $7 for a single marker, don't fret, because I got these on scrapbookpal.com, and I can put a link in the comments, and you can get these for like $4 and some change on there. And there's free shipping if you order over $25 worth. And I also have the refills for these markers, which will refill each brush like 15 times or so. So that's another plus, I guess. So if you're an artist and you enjoy coloring, you're looking for some good materials, I highly recommend these ones. Alright, so got that. As you see, I left the highlight there, so I only shaded what I wanted dark. And that's kind of what I did with his skin tone as well, so I'm going to go over it with a darker color here. And I hope I have enough ink in this one. For some reason I'm thinking the last time I used this it was running out of ink, but I think it should be alright. Actually, I used the wrong color for his initial skin tone, so I may not be doing this right. Okay. We'll see. I'll start on his ear because that'll be easy to fix if I mess up. Sometimes I need to let this dry before I can actually see what the end result is going to be. Okay. So yeah, I think that's going to work. We'll get some color on his nose here. Got the shadow on his nose, and this is the stage that I really like doing because it really, like adding in the shadows, it really makes the character start to pop off the page. So, got these shadows here. And then after the color stage, I will add some white to different highlights. Alright, so now he's got some shadow on his head. Look at his hands now. And his fingers. Make sure we have 5 fingers on each hand because sometimes we don't, which is okay. If the character is missing fingers, that could add more to their story, but for this purpose I want my characters to all have 5 fingers on each hand. Okay. Now, let's get his belt colored in here. And do what is this? Neutral gray number 4 for the belt buckle, and then I'll do that for the strap as well. But then I will add another color to that. Hopefully while it's still wet, we'll add dark suntan to that. And that'll blend in a little bit, give it a little more grayish brown coloring to it. And what else was I going to do here? Oh, I think this part is dry now, so I can add that mint green to that side, and that'll carry that over to that side of the image so that it feels like it doesn't just stop behind his head. I think even if that might not be correct perspective wise, I think it just looks better as a drawing to add that over there, even if in real life, if you wouldn't see that other side. I just like to bring it over anyways, just for effect. Hey Travis. Let's see. Let's see which pale blackberry. I need to add a little bit of shadow down here from this thing hanging down, and then I'm actually going to test out some colors here. Let's see. So this is the color of the knapsack, and I'm going to see what prune would look like as a shadow on that color. Okay, that's probably a little too purplish. Let's try ash lavender. I like that one. I'm gonna try one more. It's gonna be ice blue. You know, I think I'm going to go with the ash lavender in order to make it a little more consistent of a drawing. Because if you bring in like so this is the ash lavender, if I bring that into here, it's going to feel like more of a consistent color scheme, I think. You may think this is some silly thinking just for a cartoon character drawing, but it's what I like to think of as I'm building these characters. I think part of building a character is thinking about how you're coloring it, thinking about what shape you're going to make that character, and I don't know. Just adds a lot to just the drawing as a drawing also. So there's the shadow for that. I think that turned out good. What's next? The the bricks on the road. I think I was planning on, actually, hold on, we'll add some more of this ash lavender to the, oh, it just started raining. This. Okay, there we go. And let's see here. When I go back into his head, I might add a little bit of this color to give more of a core shadow to certain parts of him. I'd probably start on his ear just because that would have more harsh shadows. And I think I've got color intensity up too high on my camera. It seems to be a little too fluorescent. So I just changed that a little bit. All right. Drink some coffee and then head on to the steps. So I'll use, I'll actually use, I think I'll start with a warm gray. Actually, I should get a warm gray number 2 because it goes from 0 to 4 here. 4 is kind of dark. Yeah, that's too dark. 4. What I need. And actually, I was just looking at the feed and it looks like for some reason today the delay doesn't seem to be as much. It's probably about a 10-second delay. Okay, so now I'm gonna move some of these over here so we can get this more centered. Color all these things with the putty color, and then I will go over. So actually, I'll leave some of them blank so that I can color them with a lighter gray color. But then I'll go over some of the putty colored ones with a darker, with that same light gray color to give a variety of different colors here. Bricks. And then I'll add some green flicks to the grass, and then I will be done. So I haven't been adding any backgrounds to these. These are just the character sketches, which will be available in the PDF version, the PDF ebook version of the children's book, which you can get to on the link in the video description. And my screen just went black. I'm not sure if it's still on. But I'm going to keep going and hope that it's still running. So there's a link in the description for the Kickstarter campaign. The PDF is the only one that will have these character sketches in. And these won't be in the hardcover edition of the children's book, so you'll only be able to get these in the PDF, which comes with the $10 level and up, and all the levels above that. So no matter what level you pledge at on the Kickstarter, aside from the $1 level, you will get the PDF version of the children's book, and that'll have all these extra character profiles in it. I'm not sure if it'll have like preliminary sketches for the pages in the book, but it'll at least have these extra sketches, these extra character drawings. So now I'm going over these with the gray, and it's turning them into like a grayish putty color. And then I'll add the green for the grass. If you heard that, that was someone sliding down our stairs behind me. Oh, let's see here. Green. I've got pistachio for grass. And I may just use that to fill in between here, like so. So if you enjoy watching me draw, watching these drawing videos and such, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, where all of these videos will be congregated, compiled, and uploaded. You can find that just by searching RefToons on YouTube. So that's where these videos end up, is on my YouTube channel, and sometimes I go live on YouTube as well, where I draw live. If there's any other type of video content that you would like to see from RefToons, I'd love to hear your thoughts and recommendations. Right now, all I really do when I go on video here is just draw for you, because that's what I know. But if you would like, I'm open to suggestions. If you have any ideas of what to incorporate in my drawing videos, or if you'd like to learn different techniques of drawing, or talk about theology more, or whatever else you may think would be fun to see, just let me know in the comments, and that would be awesome. You can always message me on Facebook as well, message RefToons with your suggestions. I'm always open to suggestions. So Okay. Alright, come on. So,
Are you watching your own video?
yes, I have my own video. I'm videotaping. That's such an old school term. Alright, my daughter's about to join. And let's see, I need to do a shadow here. But I'm gonna do it in, I'm gonna add some shadowing to his boots. And we'll do a bit of purple here, purple here, and here. All right. Actually, I don't think I'm going to add the highlights to this one with the white, because I haven't done that to the other ones. I am going to add this third value for the shadows. Just those ones. And there we have it. There is Faithful. He is colored. Travis, you're watching you while making orchestral music. I think it should be the other way around. Yeah. Alright, there is the final piece. Alright, I just want to thank you all for watching, checking out this video. Again, check out the link to my Kickstarter in the description, and help us get this children's book printed. Again, these character drawings will be in the PDF version of the story only. They won't be in the hardcover print edition. So if you want to just get the PDF, that's cool. If you can't support on Kickstarter, please share. That will help in a huge way. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you again sometime soon.
I want to see the whole video. Can I see the whole video?
What, Bailey?
I want to watch the whole video.